Golden Grizzly very briefly.
Welcome to the top of the 8th. The Tigers lead the Royals 5-4 in this AL Central Divisional matchup. New pitcher for Kansas City, it's Andrew Hoffman, and he delivers a first pitch at the knees for strike one.
25-year-old Andrew Hoffman.
This is Hoffman's season debut. The 0-1 pitch is taken outside for ball one. One offering. Check swing.
His swing does not go.
Torque didn't go. It's 2 balls, 1 strikes on him.
A big at bat in the 5th inning. It was against Jonathan Bolin, and he punched an RBI single to left on 3-2 to give the Tigers this currently standing 1-run lead.
2-1 is spiked.
3-1. So okay, major league debut guy. The Tigers
3 balls, 1 strike
at points this season.
on Torque.
3 walks today. You can wait him out. Maybe you create a scene here.
Torque is ready to hit a fastball if he gets a pitch to hit here.
Here's the 3-1 delivery from Hoffman, and Torque slams that one foul.
Got it.
And the count is full.
Yeah, he wants that fastball back.
See the face?
That means, man, how did I miss that? Yeah, that's that face, Jason. I recognize it.
Like, I don't want to show you, but man, oh man.
Full count delivery. Torque fly ball. It's going to go out of play.
The question is he going to see another fastball in the sequence?
Well, after that changeup, you would think that there is a possibility he may go back to the fastball. It is.
This will be the 7th pitch of this at bat.
That 4-seamer.
3-2 again. Torque has yet again seen a 7th pitch coming right here.
Here it comes. Torque high fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Isbell, and it's going to leave the yard. Spencer Torkelson, leadoff homer to begin the 8th. Tigers go up 6-4. Homer number 14 of the year for Torque, and he went 436 on that one to left center.
Spencer Torkelson gets an off-speed pitch, sits back, stays within himself, clean swing. Check this out. Blacada. Man, as soon as that ball was hit, we knew this ballpark couldn't hold it. That was loud.
And he hit that right to a kid. Oh, he had in his hands. He let it go.
He's back in the top 10
Unfortunate.
of the majors with home run number 14. He's only 6 behind Shohei Ohtani.
And it went into the
Tigers add on
fountain that was right behind that kid.
Debut.
And he was distraught that he didn't catch it.
For Torque,
Perez takes one that just misses the zone. It's 2-0 on Wenceel Perez.
This season, and I'm talking about biomechanically, and it's worked wonders for him.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss on a changeup at the bottom of the zone for strike one.
With what he's done and how he's changed. And yeah, the Tigers have 2 comeback player of the year candidates in Torque and Javi Baez.
The 2-1 is fouled off, and the count is tied at 2.
First round, first pick overall by the Tigers, 2020. Having to go through some struggles, right? And still figure out ways to get better. I mean, that is very admirable.
Here's the punch-out pitch from Hoffman, and Perez rips one to right field. That's down the line for a base hit. That goes all the way to the corner off the wall. Perez digging to second. He will stop there. It's a double for Wenceel Perez, his 3rd hit of the night.
And the Tigers are in business, but this like you face a guy making his debut and you make it tough right away.
A home run from Torkelson and then a double for Perez to start things off. In the 8th, a rude awakening for Hoffman in the majors.
Off-speed pitch again, and it's scorched down the line by Wenceel Perez.
Here's Zach McKinstry.
One in, one on. First pitch
McKinstry, fly ball, it's popped up. Garcia's going over in foul territory, but he gives way to Bobby Witt.
Who scoots in to make the catch. That's really nice.
One out.
Concerted effort together by the Royals.
Talk about this communication.
As Garcia was there, but he gives way to Bobby Witt, who had a better angle, and he makes the catch.
Bobby Witt Jr., the shortstop. And everyone understands.
And the
that
king of the
as soon as you
infield, the
hit
shortstop,
home
making the
everyone
play.
just moves out of the way.
Dylan Dingler now to the plate. He's 2 for 2. With
Garcia
one out in the
throws.
8th and Perez at
Witt
second.
makes the play, and there's one out and a big first out for Hoffman.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. A fastball blown by him at 95.
But this is why the off day doesn't solve all the problems for a bullpen. We mentioned Serpa had thrown 3 straight days before the off day.
Dingler calls time.
Threw 10 pitches Wednesday, 30 on Tuesday, so they likely want to stay away from him, John Schreiber as well. Estevez, the closer, threw 16 pitches on Wednesday, and you're going to bring him in down 1 in the 8th inning. So there's just not a whole lot of options out there with Urseg going on the injured list.
Hoffman
today.
looks over at second. Now the 0-1, and it's a shot past the diving Bobby Witt in the left center field for a base hit. Perez around third. He'll score. It's 7-4 Tigers. An RBI single for Dylan Dingler.
Against a bullpen that's taxed. You have to pay it off in this league, and the Tigers have in a big way in the 8th inning.
Right here again, good hitting, right back up the middle, off-speed pitch. There are 3 off-speed pitches that have been getting hit hard. Back up the middle, you see where Bobby Witt was not able to get to that ball, and that ball was hit pretty hard. Now the Tigers expanding their lead, giving themselves a little bit of room. 3 runs right now.
Little mound visit for Andrew Hoffman
Absolutely.
before he faces the 9-hitter Andy Ibanez, who's playing at third.
Up 3, as you see.
In the Tigers bullpen, it's Tommy Kahnle warming up.
The Tigers had this.
Now with some extra run support.
Cleveland. Tigers had to run through the bullpen for that bullpen day on Wednesday in St. Louis. They lose a couple of close games to the Guardians, and that Saturday game, it is
First pitch to the slider in the dirt for ball 1.
Hinch just doesn't have a ton of guys to use in the bullpen. The Tigers are some of the best in baseball at keeping a bullpen fresh. But there was a day against the Guardians on Saturday where Brendan Hannafy had to face a battery of left-handed hitters. It's not typically what you want.
Check
to
swing.
put him in the best situation.
Change up in the dirt.
Swing was a no-go.
Ibanez didn't go. 2 balls, no strikes.
The Tigers are doing that against Kansas City tonight, and when you get that chance, you kind of have to spike it home in this league.
Have to capitalize on the opportunity.
2-0.
Ibanez foul ball. Vinny Pasquantino runs over and watches it go out of play. Chase Lee is now up in the Tigers bullpen.
But there are guys who have a pedigree who they want.
Looks like Lee's also throwing. Kahnle's just standing around. Probably the plan for AJ Hinch is have Lee come in for the bottom of the 8th and then Kahnle for the 9th. 2-1. Ibanez fouls it.
That's why it's
And
so
the count's
important
tied
this
up
year
at
to
2 now.
continue to have good at-bats, because now you give AJ Hinch room. And this type of game affects next week, because you did not have high leverage situations because you were able to give yourself some room offensively.
An off day in sight for the Tigers as that is
2-2. That's a called strike 3 up and down that changeup.
with
First strikeout of the year for Andrew Hoffman.
sort of cackles at you on the way in, and there are 2 down.
That's the first, actually his first career Major League strikeout.
Goes to the authenticator.
That was a really nice pitch up and in.
That changeup that he's throwing it to
And
righties.
Ibanez could not do anything.
Confident in it, just
Now here's the leadoff man, Carey, to the plate. And a changeup in the dirt. He did check his swing, but he did not go. 1-0 on Carey.
Plus
He
1,000
was 1 for
for an
4
extra
with a
base
single.
hit. This at bat. I just read the cards. I doubt they had it at plus 1,000 for this at bat before the game. But I brought Burgundy.
That's a slider that misses high. Actually bounced off of Salvi's glove, got by him. And Dingler easily strolls in the second.
Moves to second.
Carpenter with 2 great plays defensively. Talking about affecting the game. Doesn't necessarily have to be with the bat, but he saved some runs today.
2-0. Swing and a miss and change him in the dirt. Fooled him.
Have the confidence grow on that changeup offense.
Seems like it's a very, very key pitch for him.
It's that kick change that so many people are throwing in Major League Baseball nowadays.
Hoffman's thrown 23 pitches this inning. Has given up 2 runs.
One more would be very nice for the Tigers here.
Dingler in scoring position, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 offering. Carey rips into right field, and that's foul.
So close.
Wow, I thought that was fair.
All it needs is one little blade of...
The count's now tied up at 2.
Let's see right here. Yeah, that was very, very close.
Oh, yeah, that's foul.
Oof.
Good call by the
Another
umpire
changeup.
there.
Tiger's going to challenge you.
Oh, AJ Hinch's gonna challenge?
Really no lose. Because once you hit the 8th inning, crew chief review gets activated, so you don't need a challenge to get a review. This is going to be a challenge by the Tigers, and we're going to test all the cameras here at the Big K.
All right, AJ Hinch is going to challenge.
Super Bowl that gets us a look that says, hey, the Tigers got one fringy little Honey I Shrunk the Kids blade of grass that's oversized. Why not? No harm done. AJ Hinch watching one of the largest scoreboards in human history. Tigers have also one of the largest scoreboards in human history.
It is large.
Looking at Carey's face, he doesn't think it's fair.
Like, please, maybe.
This angle right here, though, on the scoreboard, is not helping us.
But here are all the angles. Here's the mosaic at Major League Baseball. This is from our friends in the Kansas City Royals club.
That looks like a fair ball.
Scenic Chop. I think there's a little bit of a blip.
After review, the ball in the field stands, the ball is foul.
But that's not enough.
Detroit will lose their
So
challenge.
Tigers lose the challenge.
Tigers lose the challenge. The ball is indeed foul.
You know, a
Barely.
man can hope.
Why not?
Two and two still on Carpenter. How about if he hits one in the same place?
Here's the punch-out pitch from Hoffman, and he got him.
Fastball.
Fastball up and outside, in the zone, and Carey could not connect on it. He goes down swinging at the end of the inning, but the Tigers score 2 in the 8th thanks to a home run from Spencer Torkelson that he absolutely destroyed. And then an RBI single from Dylan Dingler. 7-4 Tigers, bottom of the 8th at the K when we come back. Tommy Canley will come in for the bottom of the 8th for the Tigers.
And his mystifying changeup.
Now with
You know, if you're wondering, does he throw the
a
changeup
3-1 lead. 3-run lead, I should say, for the Detroit.
He's 83%.
And the
to
first
righty,
batter he'll
89%
face
to lefty.
is Kyle Isbell, who's got a multi-hit game going as the 9-hitter.
There's a changeup.
There's a changeup that's called for strike 1.
Pitches, and you're
At the
probably gonna
knees.
see like 2 fastballs, maybe.
And Canley's going to spam changeup here. That's his best pitch. They're going to go back to it over and over again. And I take that back. Oh boy, fastball right away. Of course. Of course. I speak and then the opposite happens, of course. 1-1 on Isbell. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and there's the changeup.
2.
No, the 87. Got great arm action. And
1-2 now on Isbell. 7-4 Detroit.
It's a little like
Here at the
when
bottom of the
kids keep giving dad
2 singles for
chocolates
Isbell.
Christmas.
Trying to get another one here.
Again, and then 1 year
Or maybe more. Here's the payoff pitch from Canley. It's an outside changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You get predictable. But, you know, it's the thought that counts. And for Tommy Canley, it's the thought and the movement that counts.
Definitely. You know what's coming. You just have to pick one or the other. If you're in between, it's going to be a loss.
2-2.
Here's the 2-2. And it's a changeup down, and the count is full.
And he is just can't walk him because, number one, he's got 3 walks on the year. Number 2, India, Witt, and Pasquantino are next.
Gotta go right at him.
3-2
A full count delivery. Isbell rips into right field, and what a catch by Torque to shut that down. No, he says.
Very nice.
First down in the 8th, the line out right to Torque. What a catch.
Moving gracefully to his left, he's able to snatch it.
And now the leadoff man, Jonathan India, to the plate.
One down for India. Big play by Torque for out number 1.
India watches a fastball at the bottom of the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 4 with 2 singles as well.
Would you, Tommy? Would you do it?
He's going to change it.
Yeah, of course he is. Or is he?
The 0-1 is a changeup that runs inside the count to tie the count up at 1.
He probably throws more changes than he does fastballs if you were to look at his spread. But as a hitter, you have to pick one or the other. If you're in between, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to square them up.
1-1 is fouled back.
Like, I get 50. 50-50 is the way you do have to think about it. Like,
1-2 now on India.
But if he's 85-15, don't you have, like,
sit on one?
But it also, if you're sitting on the ball that moves the most, isn't that kind of against the grain of what you want to do?
If you can anticipate the way it moves, you should be just fine.
Payoff pitch from Canely. He struck him out. A fastball blown by at 95. Don't normally see that from Canely, but he did it there.
You're gone.
And that's the thought.
2 outs in the bottom of the 8th.
Canely has success.
A K from Canely.
This fastball right here, man, it's an equalizer. If you have doubt,
and now here's Bobby Witt, who's 1 for 4.
Fastball, then the changeup becomes unhittable, right? But if you just forget about the fastball and you're willing to just take it.
First pitch to Witt is fouled off himself.
Yeah, if he throws you a strike with both of them, though, you got.
Yeah,
you got to pick.
You have to be able sometimes to take the risk and understand that sometimes it's not going to go your way, and just play the percentages that you will get the pitches that you are looking.
Bobby Witt hit a solo homer in the first inning.
And there's a reason Tommy Canely has thrown 413 major league games.
And that's his only hit so far tonight.
In the big leagues. 11.
Here's the 0-1, and Witt chops it foul. And he's quickly down 0-2.
Nasty changeup. I mean, the thing just pretty much almost stops as he's approaching home plate. And compared to that fastball, you could imagine that speed differential and the perception of a hitter. That's what makes this combination so difficult.
Punch out pitch from Canely. Bobby Witt ground ball right to McKinstry, fire to first, and now retire Witt. And that'll end the bottom of the 8th as the Royals go down quietly. And what a dominant outing from Tommy Canely. We head to the 9th inning. Tigers up by 3. Andrew Hoffman stays in the game to face Glaber, and that fastball nearly hit him.
To start the top of the 9th. Tigers trying to get win number 38.
1-0 on Glaber.
Tigers were 0-3 and have won 37 out of the last 54 coming into today.
And that's a slider that drops in the zone for strike 1.
Seattle 4-1.
Will Vest is warming up in the Tigers bullpen. Looks like he'll get to try and shut things down here. Depending on if Detroit can tee off some more on Hoffman. 1-1 is a slider that just misses outside for ball 2.
Seattle right now. And the Tigers, who opened play 6 games ahead of the Twins, 6 games ahead of Cleveland, have picked up a game of the Guardians already, who lost to the Angels.
2-1 is a changeup that drops below the zone for ball 3.
But we also are past the
Glaber hasn't got a hit tonight.
Mark of the Major League Baseball season. So we're in the 35% of the season is gone mode right now.
And the 3-1, Glaber rips one to Michael Garcia in play, and Vinny can't come up with the throw, and Glaber is now on first. It's an error from Vinny.
Yes, I mean, you can see it developing. Like, wait, that didn't look right the way he set the throw. And then you saw the throw and it kind of verified everything we saw. He was off balance from the beginning.
Yeah, Vinny couldn't
and
scoop
then
it.
It was like as if that little jab step didn't do the job.
Like he didn't get enough lower body behind it.
Here's
Now,
Colton. He
it's
swings and
like-
misses at a changeup inside.
And from the view we had right here, you can see
And
that
down.
really develop.
Could have been a sword as well. 0-1 on
Living with
Colton.
that right now.
He's the DH tonight. He's 1 for 4.
0-1.
0-1 is a fastball up high to tie the count up at 1.
Scored in the first.
A single in the first inning for Colton. He scored a
25
run.
pitches in the 8th. He's at 32 right here. They're not going to want to use another reliever here tonight, trying to make sure that their opponents.
Swing and a miss and a changeup that drops below the zone that Colt chases. It's 1-2 now.
Kick change for Hoffman.
Nobody out top of the ninth. Tigers up by 3.
So good to get off to a good start.
With a runner at first, here's the punch-out pitch from Hoffman. He struck him out.
Strike 3.
Changeup at the knees.
Hoffman has his third
With the first out of the ninth.
Watch out. Our story so far is our Comerica Bank game summary. We're almost to the finish line. Tigers have the lead. That was Riley Green all the way back in the first inning. A 2-run home run to give the Tigers the lead. Then Dylan Dingler right on right against Seth Lugo. That's a 2-run homer. Spencer Torkelson goes deep to left field, just beyond the reach of that guy in the shorts. And the
Here's
Tigers
Riley.
have a 7-4
And you take a fastball
City.
in the zone for strike 1 to start
As I
things
was
off.
saying, when you look at the way you get started, it's so
1 for
important
4
because
with a 2-run homer in the first. That's his only
even
hit
if
tonight.
You win that first game of the season, game number 1. That's the
Changeup that nearly got away from Salvi.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes you hear actually a lot. Major League
It's
Baseball,
1-1
when you
now.
Get starting. It's still early. It is still early.
Inning-ending
However,
double
all
play
those
ball in
games
effect
are
here for
dependable.
Kansas City.
So the mentality for the Tigers is like, okay, let's put behind this third and let's start our season now. Let's continue.
The 1-1
Pile up and
is a changeup right down the pipe for
That's it.
strike
You're not
2.
complacent. Absolutely not. But you're glad that you put all those wins in your bucket.
It gives you leeway later in case.
Punch-out pitch from Hoffman is a fastball up high to tie the count up at 2.
Was on the IL as well, so you're talking about 3 of the 5 in your rotation have already gone on the injured list at some point this year, and the Tigers are 17 over, hoping to be 18 by the end of the night. It's a masterful job by this organization.
2-2 is a ground ball tap foul.
Jason, one of the things that's important to understand
And
is
now
like,
another
it's
reliever
okay,
warming up
right? If
for
you
the
get
Tigers.
off
It's
to a
John
slow start,
Brebbia.
Understand that type of talk. Like, hey, we got time. It's a long year. We just got to find a way to continue to.
I think it's just in case
continue to go out there and play
Brebbia will
hard.
come in if the Tigers
Make
blow
no
this
mistake
one
about it.
open.
Every single game counts.
1 out, 2-2, 3-1 lead with a runner at first. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out again with that changeup.
Piece into the glove, and Hoffman's changeup is really picking up dust now.
2 outs to the ninth. Another changeup
How much confidence he has in this changeup.
that strikes out a Tigers hitter
He throws it a lot. Even though
from
he
Andrew
doesn't
Hoffman.
really
That
hit
could
the
be
fastball.
his signature
Get
pitch.
to upper 90s. That changeup seems to be his equalizer.
Now here's Torque, who homered off him in the very first at-bat.
First pitch, ball to strike. Rare is the
As
day
he
where
gets
you
a
make
slider
Major League debut,
on the
give
outside
up
edge of the
a
zone
homer
to start things off. Strike 1.
out of the bullpen.
2 for 4 tonight is Torque. He homered off of Hoffman in the
Right
8th.
here with Torque, who took him
2
deep to
RBIs
left.
with a single
in the 8th.
being the culprit on the other one. That's a changeup that runs inside to tie the count up.
See the slider, then a changeup, and the home run pitch was actually an off-speed pitch, and Hoffman has gone back to it twice in a row here.
He missed inside on that one. He missed middle in on the home run ball.
Here's the 1-1. That's a fastball up high.
Fastball to kind
2
of
balls,
reset
1
the
strike
eyes
now
of
on Torque.
Torkelson, 2-1. We thought we had a crazy start. Washington and Arizona are tied at 6 in the 4th. Good luck to the bullpens there. 2-1.
2-1. Torque fouls it off. It was a curveball that was inside, up and in.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes
This game
on Torque.
was 4-3 after 3. Neither starter made it through the 4th inning, and it's kind of leveled off from there with the Tigers adding on to the 8th.
Here's the payoff pitch from Hoffman. Torque fly ball in the shallow right center. It'll be Mark Canna making the catch. And we'll head to the bottom of the 9th with the Tigers leading 7-4. The heart of Kansas City's order will come up against Will Vest. Can the Royals come back and walk it off or tie it? Or will it be a Detroit win? We'll be right back from the K. Bottom of the 9th here in Kansas City. Will Vest will come in to try and close out the Royals. He's 7 for 9 in save opportunities in 2025. 26 innings pitched, a 1.73 ERA, 26.9 strikeout rate, and 8.7 walk rate for Will Vest. First batter he'll face is Vinny, who's 1 for 2.
Tigers have won 3 of 4 so far this year against Kansas City Royals. They had a chance for a sweep at Comerica Park before Kansas City stole Game 4.
First pitch is a fastball called for strike 1 at the knees.
Who's been on 3 times tonight.
2 walks, a single, and a run scored for Vinny tonight.
97 miles per hour. Nice and easy.
Trying to get on for a 4th time. As he takes a changeup at the bottom, below the zone. Ball 1. Foul ball, third base side. 1-2 now.
Left-handers have been basically non-existent against Will Vest so far this year. He's been great with that change-up that's improved.
And another foul ball, third base side from Vinny. He stays alive.
He can try a higher fastball here, see if he gets Pasquantino to chase. He can go back to the changeup.
1-2.
Vinny shoots one foul again down the third base side.
Could very well be a setup after.
It looks like it's going to be a battle between Vest and Vinny.
Lefties are 3 for 34 against Will Vest this year. They've got twice the walks to hits.
Vinny ground ball, and Glaber's going to throw it. He fielded it, and he got him.
We're out number 1. Nice play by Glaber, and now a message from Tiger Law.
1 out, Bob in the 9th, and here's Salvi to the plate.
Tiger Law. All we do is win.
This is a nice play right here by Torres. Ranging to his right.
McKinstry and Glaber both went after it, but Glaber fielded it, and he got the throw. Swing and a miss of the fastball that's blown by Salvi at 97.
So did McKinstry, actually. Zach was
0-1.
very rangy and got behind the bag at second and was in position just in case.
Salvi ground ball, third base side. He's quickly down 0-2. In his career, he's 0 for 7 against Vest. He struck out 1 time.
Offensively, they just have not put up big numbers.
Let's see.
They have 4 runs or fewer in 48.
0-2, and Salvi gets sorted on a slider that's outside. And the Royals are down to their final out.
That was nasty, especially when you have to respect the 97 mile per hour fastball. That's how you get those type of swings. The slider alone is pretty wicked. However, what sets it up is that.
And the last hope for the Royals tonight is Michael Garcia, who tripled in his last step out in the 7th. And he hits a foul ball to start things off.
0-1.
Garcia fouls it back.
Right away.
And the Royals are down to their final strike.
Just going after hitters. Establishing his fastball and now opens up.
This is for the win.
0-2.
Vest fires, and it's an outside fastball for ball one.
98, a little extra.
So
1-2.
close to putting this game away.
Here we go. 1-2 to Garcia.
Here's the 1-2, and it's a changeup spiked. And the count's now tied at 2. Garcia coming back in the count.
Two and two.
The 2-2, Garcia shoots it into right center. It's going to drop for a base hit.
Remember, Kansas City and
Michael Garcia with a 2-out single, and the Royals stay alive.
They ended up scoring late and eventually winning in 10. So that final out has been elusive once this year for the Tigers against Kansas City.
Drew Waters now to the plate, maybe trying to start a run.
Throwing the barrel off the bat on a fastball out over the plate and barrels it, getting a nice line drive to right center field, keeping the inning alive.
Well, Best would love to end it here against one of those lefties that he is.
First pitch to Waters is grounded down the first base side, and it's foul.
Lefties as a class of people. He's pitched so well against. Garcia was on the run. He's going to take second. His run doesn't matter, but that force out on a dribbler might. Oh, and 1. There he goes.
The 0-1 is fouled back, and the Royals again are down to their final strike. Drew Waters' only hit tonight is a 2-run single in the third.
Causing you trouble.
And Garcia tried stealing second again, but Waters fouled it off.
No balls, 2 strikes.
But once again, this is for the win.
0-2 coming again.
Vest fires the 0-2, and Waters fouls it off.
Michael Garcia continues to pace back and forth.
Another 0-2, and it's an outside fastball for ball one.
Second. They're going to call it defensive indifference.
And Michael Garcia now goes up to second. A defensive indifference is called.
Right now.
Poor guy. Nobody cares. 1 and 2.
1-2. It's spiked,
2
and the
2.
count is tied now at 2.
Elusive final strike. Best at 19 pitches. Waters.
This will be the 20th pitch that Vest throws here in the ninth. Garcia at second. Royals down by 3. The 2-2 to Waters is ripped up the middle. Past McKinstry. Base hit. Garcia around third. He'll score. And the Royals have the game-tying run at the plate with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. RBI single for Drew Waters, his third of the game.
Yeah, right here, I know Bass is really upset at himself.
3 RBIs tonight for Drew Waters
Throwing the fastball
as he rips that one back up the middle.
Not sure if this is by design.
Past Vest, past McKinstry, into center, and Garcia strolls in. And now the tying run at the plate, Marcana.
Runner goes again. Waters will take second.
And Drew Waters takes second on the very first pitch. As it was a fastball up high. 1 ball, no strike on Marcana.
Last year.
And it's a fastball up high again, 2-0.
This is starting to get a little chancy. Will takes a moment for himself. 10 to throw.
And with every single miss, Kansas City is getting right back in this game.
2-0.
Here's the 2-0. Can a ground ball up the middle? This should do it. Right to Glaber. Fire to first. That's your ball game. The Tigers win 7-5 in Kansas City.
5 in a row for the Tigers against Cleveland, San Francisco,
And they extend their
City
AL
in this
Central
over.
lead.
38-20.
Tigers win. See y'all later. RB out.
After a 7